Fragile X syndrome is the most common known inherited cause of developmental disability and the most common single gene cause of autism. The cause of the syndrome is a result of the expansion or lengthening of a gene on the X chromosome. When the gene lengthens, it switches off production of a protein that is normally vital for normal mental health function.
Everybody has the Fragile X gene, but the mutation that we associate with Fragile X syndrome is an expansion of the front part of the gene. So in a female who's a carrier of just a small expansion, or premutation as we call it, her other X is normal. So there's a 50-50 chance that she would pass on the mutated X to her children.
Men who carry the Fragile X premutation carry it on their X chromosome. So men have only one X and one Y chromosome. So if they pass their Y chromosome on, that's going to be to a son. They can never pass on Fragile X to their son, but they will always pass on the Fragile X gene to all of their daughters.
Connor was diagnosed as mosaic Fragile X about 3 months ago. He was diagnosed as part of the process of trying to find out why he was so delayed developmentally. He wasn't walking or talking or playing like other children would.
My youngest son, Bryn, was diagnosed with Fragile X syndrome after his cousin Connor was diagnosed. So my sister's got a 2-year-old who's just been diagnosed with autism, and they tested his blood and they found Fragile X, and because it's genetic we thought we should test Bryn, and he was positive for a full mutation.
The diagnosis of mosaic Fragile X for Connor was a real shock for us because he's the first one who's been diagnosed in the family.
When Bryn's blood test came back, we were devastated. We straight away were thinking about the very, very worst possible scenario. We read lots of literature and it says lots of things about intellectual disability and also physical disability, and we assumed that Bryn was going to struggle and never leave home and not have relationships, and how would it affect us financially. So it really rocked us to the core, I suppose. And then we got to calm down and realise that Bryn is still Bryn. He hasn't changed and he's just beautiful. He's such a smiley little boy, and if he doesn't develop, it won't change that he's still a beautiful person, and we love him and we'll always love him. So the initial shock is wearing off, but at first it was very, very difficult.